Hey guys, Cesar Delgadillo here, back for another Solar Pros episode. Usually you guys see that I have guests and Manny and some of our other guys have come on the show, but today is just going to be me. It's just going to be me talking to you about my experience and what I believe creates ultimate success and long-term success in the solar industry. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is really caring about your customer. Taking care of your customer is the biggest key, because ultimately if your head is not on taking care of your customer, a lot of challenges come about that it's easy to drop the ball. It's easy to, just let someone else figure it out. But when you really care about your customer, you go above and beyond. You learn the material faster and better because there's genuine interest in taking care of your customers. So number one, that has to be the number one focus for you in your business if you're planning to be here long term. And your customers are going to see that. If they're not seeing that you're going to go above and beyond for them, then they're going to go with somebody else. There's other solar guys out there in the industry. So why are they going to go with you if they can see, if you can demonstrate to them that you're doing everything in your power to give them the best offer in the marketplace? So that's number one. That's a given. Number two, you got to practice perfect paperwork. Don't just be lazy. Don't just be lackadaisical about just putting some documents together, but didn't verify if it was the full name was correct, if the address was correct, if the email was correct. You'll be surprised how many jobs get held up just because simple information, paperwork when it comes to solar is real limited compared to other industries like real estate, for example. Real estate is just piles and piles of documents and paperwork that you go through in each transaction. Solar, you literally, you can count in one hand the amount of documents you need. So make sure you do perfect paperwork all the time, not just sometimes. And take responsibility for your own deals, right? Don't blame it on somebody else, because there's other people, installations, there's operations, there's other things happening outside just the sales. So take responsibility for your own customers. Nobody should care about your customer more than you. The third thing that is very critical is follow-up. And not just in the follow-up that we normally think of when we're trying to pursue the sale, right? We call somebody, we get their information, we're following up until we actually get the deal. I'm talking about following up even after the fact, even after they've had solar for a while, after several months, after several years even. You'd be amazed the way people appreciate the fact that you're still concerned about their solar system, about their production, about the savings, long after the system has already been operating. And that's the best way to really get that referral marketing coming in. All right. Number four, just be consistent in your business. Be consistent, be out there, and always be looking to generate leads. Every single day, find ways to generate leads. There's several ways to do it. The good old fashioned way, you can go door to door and go knock on doors, which, guys, to this day, I continue to do that every time I get a chance, because it's the number one way to generate leads. Social media, right? We do a lot of videos. We share a lot of the installations, experiences, testimonials. We share them on social media. We become that face in the marketplace for solar. So, I've gotten a lot of referrals off of Facebook, Instagram, and social media, just because we're always putting ourselves out there. So if you're ever wondering, like, what should I do to get myself out there? Social media and knocking doors is two free and very powerful ways to get out there and share the information and get in front of people. Okay. Another thing I can recommend, putting mixers together, or attending mixers is one thing, but hosting mixers is a whole nother, and I need a whole nother episode to talk about how to really host an event like that. But that's another thing that's brought credibility, influence, and leads ultimately into my business because of those kind of events. So if you ever need help on I can go knock doors and I can promote on social media, but maybe running an event is not something you've done or even tried before or thought about, reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to go through a step-by-step game plan to promote a killer event in your area. Okay, so the other thing I would recommend is that you always stay on top of the game. Don't feel like you already learned everything and now you can just turn around and just make it rain. Stay learning. Solar is something that's always changing. There's different panels that come in the market. There's different inverters. There's different rules and regulations that are imposed by the utility company. There's different your sales partners, or I should say your finance partners, such as Sunrun or Mosaic or Sonova. They change their program a little bit. So be on top of these things so that when you go out to the marketplace, you know exactly what's on the table. Nobody can say, you know what, another company came and offered me something better, because you know about everything that's out there. And your posture is always strong because you understand the game. If not, then whatever your competitor said, whatever the neighbor told the homeowner now that you're talking to, they're going to base their ideas as equal to yours if you're not 100% sure of what you're talking about, because you haven't done your research and continue your education in the market. So those are just a few tips that I wanted to recommend today, so that people that jump in the industry, whether it's directly in our team or completely separate from our team, it doesn't matter. Those are just tips that could work for anybody, anywhere, in any market. So today, that's really what I wanted to focus on. Give you like some actual tactical concepts and ideas so that you can have a long-term business. Okay, and then bottom line, guys, just the last thing I want to leave you with is having a routine such as, when we work for somebody else and we have a job, they tell us, you got to be here at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. You got to get your break from 11 to 12. You can only go use the restroom when the call flow is low, or whatever the rules are, right? They have a certain set of rules, a routine for you, so that you can be productive under that guidance. Now, you got to create that same guidance for yourself. Like, I don't like that type of routine where I'm told what time to go to the restroom, what time to come in, what time where I can leave. But on a personal level, because we are independent contractors in this business, don't wait for your manager, don't wait for anybody else to tell you what your routine should be. Create something that works for you. Wake up early in the morning, get all your email stuff, follow up with your accounts, right? Get all that stuff out of the way. If there's the admin or the office is asking for, specific paperwork that was missing, something that we need from the homeowner, anything like that, all that stuff, do it early in the morning. Check, make your list. So now once you go out to the field, you already know exactly what you got to tackle. You can plan your day. You can conquer more if you start an early routine in the morning, if you got all your P's and Q's crossed off early in the day before business hours even come. By 9 o'clock, you should already know where you're at, who you need to talk to, what are you going to do today to go out there and perform and to continue to generate leads to your business. So that is critical, guys, that you expect that from yourself. Just because this is not a job where there's a boss or a manager that's going to come, breathing down your neck to tell you what to do every single day. You got to expect that and more from yourself. That's really how you're going to make 6 figures or multiple 6 figures in this industry. And you apply some of the things that I talked about today, I guarantee you within 6 to 12 months, even if you're just starting right now, you're going to have the foundation of a 6-figure or multiple 6-figure income just by you going out there and looking for clients. Now, if you start building a team, that's a whole nother episode that we can get into and talk more about that, and some strategies of recruiting, team building, culture, and having an army out there that works with you and basically is supported and trained by you, and to the point where everybody has each other's back. And that's really the situation that we find ourselves in today. But guys, it came through struggles. It came through doing it, adjusting, doing it again, adjusting, going back to the drawing board, and finding the right people and having the right team and system in place so that we can have that long-term success. So we're excited here at Solar Pros. Our team, Spartan Solar, is who we represent. And for the last, we're going now in 4 years here in Yuma, Arizona. We've been the top producing office for our installation partner. And for the last 3 years, just in general in the city, we've been outproducing any other solar competitor out there. So definitely, like I said, those tips that I shared have been working not just for a few months, not just for a year. It's been working for a long period of time. There's been multiple 6-figure earners that have come through our organization or are currently in our organization, making that kind of money for them and their families. And if they're doing that, that means they're helping a lot of people save a lot of money, because the only way you can make a lot of money in this industry is if you're helping a lot of people save money. So I hope some of those tips become helpful for some of you guys, and I'm looking forward for more episodes to come. And again, please give me your feedback. I'm curious to find out more about you and how we can help bring more value to your business and to your life.